last class we have seen this program. If you try to execute this program, it will come the output as this. Okay, because of a 64-bit operating system it is not executing, but in your 32-bit operating system we can execute this. Okay, once you come in our lab, we will show you how to execute this program. Okay, yes. And next our topic is get W and put W. Let us see about get W and put W. Okay, yes. So this is also very important topic. This has been asked for the 2 marks as well as the 4 marks question, 6 marks question. Let us see. These functions are used to read or write integer values to your file. By using this get W, you are reading. By using your put W, you are writing. Okay. So let us see what is a get W function first. This function reads one integer at a time from an open file. So already if you have stored the value in a file, then it can access one value from that open file. Okay, so then what is its syntax? Its syntax is n, it is an integer variable, is equal to get W. By using this get W, you are accessing the file pointer. File pointer always opens one of a file. Okay, through from that opened file you are accessing one integer value from that opened file and it will be stored in n. Okay, so that is the syntax, that is the get W function. Okay, now put W function. This function writes means to store. This function writes one integer at a time to an open file. So if your file is opened, then you are storing. Okay, you are storing that opened file in that file. It is storing one value in that opened file. Okay, let us see the syntax of put C is ch comma file pointer. So put C, what is the purpose of put C? Put C is used to write a character to an opened file. In the same sense, we are using the put W. By using this put W, you are writing a integer, not as a character, it is an integer. Okay, in an integer to an opened file. So this is the syntax here, not a put C, it is a put W. Put W of int means n comma file pointer. Okay, yes. To understand this concept, let us see this program. Okay, so write a program to read a set of numbers and write even number into a file even and odd number into a file odd. So this is one of our earlier lab program. We have done this program and let us see whether it will work or not. In our program we will show you. Okay, so to that let me open your lab program. It is a earlier lab program, part C, 6th program, not a 6th program, 5th program. Yes, this is your part C, 5th program. Okay, yes, let us see. This is your program. Write a program to create a sequential file containing integer numbers, read the numbers and write all odd numbers into file odd and even numbers into a file even, display the content from each. Okay, so this is your program and here is also same program we are doing, we are explaining the same program. Okay, let us give more attention on this program. Hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, next word may. Here we are declaring 3 file pointer variables. So how many file pointer variables are exist? Star f1, star f2, star f3. So these are the 3 pointer variables of file. And next we are declaring for our program we have to read and store n value. For that I am declaring n and number and I. So if you are using these n I means compulsory we are using one looping statement. Okay, so next we are giving the clear screen, enter number of elements. So we want to enter number of elements. For that we have written one output statement. So we have to read the value from the keyboard. So we are using ampersand num. Now if I write as a num value as a 10, I have to read 10 different values. Okay, here displaying printf enter %d number 1 by 1, enter 10 numbers 1 by 1. For that let us see here what exactly we are doing. Here we are using file pointer f1. We are using the function fopen and I am opening the file data and it is opening in the mode of write. Okay, so now you are writing we have to store 10 different values. we have to store 10 different values. For that I am writing this for loop. Let us observe carefully. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to num. Condition is true. Num value is 10, right? Condition true. We have to read a value from the keyboard and store it in a n. Got it? So I am reading a value 10. 10 will be stored in n. Okay. Now please observe this put w. What is the purpose of put w? It stores a value to an open file. So here put w n. What is the new value of n? 10. Where I am placing f1. F1 is pointing to the data file. Got it? Yes. In data file I am storing 10. Okay. And next I will be increment. I become 2 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. We have to read value. That value should be placed in f1. Like it will be repeated for 10 different values. 10 different values so should be placed in data file. Afterwards I am closing f1. If I am closing f1 means I am closing data file. Okay. Next I am opening the data file. F1 is equal to f open of data. In which mode? Read mode. Okay. Read mode means I am accessing. So I have stored as a 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay. It may be either even number or odd number. Got it? And f2, here the file pointer f2 is there. I am opening that file with file name as even in the mode of write. Write means to store. f3 I am opening the file name as odd for the file pointer variable f3 in the write mode. Now I am writing the condition while n. What is the n? Let us observe here carefully. N is equal to get w of f1. F1 means your data file. In data file let us assume here, in your data file let us assume here I have stored like this. Okay. What is the value I have stored? 10, 5, 20, 3, 40, 1, 80, 9, 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 30. Got it? These values has been stored in your data file, right? Now let us observe here. N is equal to get w. What is the purpose of get w? To read a value. So first value it is reading. What is the first value? It is 10. Where it will be stored? In n. Okay. So 10 is not equal to end of file. Whether it is end? No. Condition is true, right? If condition is true, it will enter here. If n, what is the value of n? 10. 10% L2 equal to 0. Whether condition is true? Yes, true. If it is true, we are placing that 10 value in f2. What is f2? In even file. Okay. This is your data file value, and I am storing the value even as 10. Okay. So afterwards, where the control will come, automatically it will move to the next value. After reading this, it will cover insertion point, file pointer will move to the next point. So get w of f1, that is 5. 5 is not equal to end of file. Condition is true, it will enter here. 5% L2 equal to 0, false. It will move to the else block. Here in else block, f3 is your odd file. In odd file, it is placing 5. Got it? And next it will move to the 20. Likewise, it will repeat till to the 13. Okay. Yes. Next I am closing function f1. F1 means data file I am closing. F2 means I am closing even file. F3 means I am closing odd file. Now I am opening these 3 files in read mode. F1 data file I am opening in the read mode. F2 I am opening the even file in the read mode. F3 I am opening the odd file in the read mode. Next I am displaying the content. What I am displaying the content? While n is equal to get w. As we know, by using get w I am accessing value. Okay. So from which file I am accessing? From data file. F1 always points data, right? So it is not equal to end of file. First I am displaying the content. So it will print all the values 10, 5, 20, all these values will be print. Got it? Next what I am doing, please observe here. I am displaying one output statement, content of even file. So where is the even values as stored? In even file, right? I am writing the same above statement while n is equal to get w of f2. N is equal to get w of f2. F2 is pointing your even file. Even values are stored in that file. It is a display. Okay. And next I am displaying the value of odd file and printing in your screen. Got it? So I'm writing the same logic. While n is equal to get w of f3 is not equal to end of file, I'm displaying the n value. Afterwards I'm closing f1, f2, f3. Okay, if you try to execute this program, it gives the output as like this. Okay, let us check whether it will work or not. Let me copy. I'm copying. Okay, yes, I copied, and I'm taking run notepad, I'm pasting, and I'm saving. So let us check. Instead of data, I'm storing as data.doc. I will show you. Even data.doc, doc indicates document file. Okay, even .doc or .doc, clear. And here also we have to mention .doc. I will show you why I have taken the doc file while executing. Okay, so document file, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, let me save it. I'm saving in Turbo C3 as eve.c. I have stored as eve.c. Okay, let me check whether it will work or not. Let me take my editor. So some of the program is having a problem because of it is a 64-bit. Okay, in your 32-bit operating system only we have to check that. Okay, let me open my file. What is our file? eve.c. Yes, this is our file, right? Let me compile. Alt F9. Is there any error? No error. Let me run. It is asking for the enter number of elements. I am entering as 10. Okay, so enter 10 numbers one by one. I am entering it as 10, 1, 20, 3, 30, 5, 40, 7, 50, 8. Right, this is a content. So we have entered these values. So 10, 1, 23. First data file contains these values. Content of even file is displaying. Content of odd file is displaying. 1, 3, 5, 7 is odd among the entered number. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 8 is even number entered in this. So now you got the question, right? Why I have made it as a doc. Let us open our Turbo C3 bin. So what is the concept of file? To store the values or to store the data permanently, right? So the file will be created. Please observe here the 3 document files has been created, right? Got it? If I open this data file, it will store these values. Okay, and if I open this even file, these values will be stored. So it is showing as a mistake. This is because of operating systems. Okay, not our mistake. Okay, so let me make it as some 22, and let me take it as times or some other things. It is a giving problem. Actually it will be stored in this form. Okay, clear? So these 3 files has been created. We have created .doc, right? So it has created like this. Suppose if I modify this with .txt, let me check you. I'm taking the .txt instead of dot file. I'm taking txt. Here also doc file. I'm taking txt. Okay, let me check txt. And I'm modifying txt even .txt. It is a notepad file. Okay, let me check. Yes, that's it. I'm saving function to F2, Alt F9 and Control F9, and it is asking for 10 elements. I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. In this we have to know what is the even file and what is the odd number, right? So what is the purpose of a putw function? It writes a integer into an open file. And what is the getw function? It reads a number from an open file. Right, now let me check. Instead of this, okay, let me check whether text files are exist or not. So this is your data file, right? It is a text file. Got it? If I open this, it is showing error. This is because of 64-bit. Okay, your operating system's problem. Clear? Yes. So that is the usage of your getw and putw function. Okay, so these are a very important thing. Likewise, you are entering, we did the same program. Clear? So this is also a very important question. Hope you understand this concept. We will meet in the next